today, on this day, the 20th of April 2018, I will watch something. Man, that's the lamest intro I've done so far. What I meant to say is, today, Lucifer will wreck some Pinoys. That's not what he said, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm interpreting from the post on in the Reddit thread. So, yeah, I mean, I've completely failed the opening, so might as well jump right into it. Okay, hold on a second, and by hold on, I mean, yeah, hold on. There you go, we can go now. We can go. Alright, so... yes. Introductions. Batrider, played by Yang Yang. Mama Nye, played by Viper. And Fucker, playing the stupid doctor? No, playing the Drow Ranger, because the stupid doctor is LL or AA. I have no idea what that guy is supposed to be, but I know he's on Witch Doctor. And Solo will not be Solo, she will be on the Dark Willow and join up on his friends. Now, the real thing, the real big problem that I've encountered while watching this replay, I mean, not watching this replay, but while loading up the replay, is that I actually don't know whose team Lucy first is on. I mean, okay, there's Nyan Yon Nyan Yon, which is not a very Pinoyish name. Here you have a few Japanese characters saying Vioreto, Violet, and there's V playing the Spectre, which are not the most Pinoy sounding of names. But, as you do know, Pinoys are huge weebs, so probably, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the weeb team, but I don't know. Regardless of who is the Pinoy team, I know that the Batrider might be on the dead team, as he just jumps forward, tries to steal the rune, but will get nothing but cold steel in his face. First blood for the Radiant, that's not my name, trying to find more. Unfortunately, he's isolated in the middle of 3. Well, he's not gonna find a return kill. In fact, he's going to give his life for it. So, 2 for naught for the Radiant. Very good start for them. They got the rune, they got 2 kills. Not the most worthy of experiment for the Dire. As now, well, they maybe will get a return kill by WannaCry playing the Weaver. Oh, WannaCry, I think I've seen that guy before. Or maybe I haven't. Anyway, that guy is playing the Weaver. That guy is indeed playing the Weaver. And yeah, he's going to be solo laning as he gets a stupid doctor and the real doctor. Which, yeah, which is probably going to be alright for the Weaver. I mean, unless of course there's a silence that comes through. Unless there's a silence that comes through, unless there's stun and maledict that comes in. For the first few levels, I think Weaver's gonna be somewhat alright. In fact, you see that he's already racking up those levels. Bit by bit. You can see that he's hiding. He can hide. He can hide, he can try and get a few hits here and there, which is not, well, which is not the same situation for the opponent. The Batrider, well, okay, now he's doing a lot of damage on the Spectre thanks to having those 4 stacks on the Sticky Napalm, but really? It's yeah, you already see that he's under trouble. He's under a lot of trouble. In fact, he's under so much trouble that he's gonna die again. Well, that's what a strong lane looks like. Pudge slows down one, Rubik catches one before that, and then the Spectre just has to repin the kill, and that is great for them. That's a great start. She's gonna get not only a farm on those creeps, V, but she's also gonna get some farm on the enemy heroes. Mid lane, that's someone that I forgot to introduce. It's the Queen of Pain, played by Gugu Dolls, going to face a Viper. Alright, Viper. I just played a game against a Viper. I got completely wrecked mid, because it's a hero that wins most matchups. Falls off somewhat later on, but he's terrifying in the lane, and you already see that the Queen of Pain is forced to starve up and bringing the Pudge, bringing Violet. As well, the Viper, he's the one that is truly getting ahead. He is getting ahead. He is walking about with no fear. And yeah, well, okay, now, okay, he's gonna get a Pudge in his face, but he has to be careful. He has to be really careful as not to die. He's going to use the Fairy Fire, but his caution will lead to a kill on the Pudge, but it's only post-mortem, only after he died that he got that kill. Which is good for him, as, oh, on the top lane, we have Elf that tries to tank the tower to put the Maledict on, and yeah, there was a Dark Willow that tried to kill the Weaver, but the Weaver's still alive. He is cautious. The Bramble Maze is not going to have any impact on that Weaver. He is going to gracefully avoid it, and that's all she wrote. Solo's gonna have to walk herself out as now, well, okay, on the bottom lane, maybe more action. Maybe more action as Gian, well, okay, he's being formed by V and Yon Yon, but there is no Pudge around, so yeah, that Batrider He's alright. He's gonna get lifted though. No, he gets a dagger to the face. However, there is 5 stacks of sticky napalm and a sea of fire. Welcome to hell, V. Welcome to hell. Enjoy your stay. It's free. Yang Yan's also dropping low, but the Spectre melts to the sun. To the solar power provided by the Batrider. Okay, alright. Solar power is not enough, however, to keep the engine running. Nyan will claim a return kill, but that's after a big one, after a big kill. As now on the mid lane, could maybe get, yeah, somewhat of a better trade here if they manage to kill the Queen of Pain. And by trade, I mean, yeah, walking, using a bit of calories and getting kills and goals in return is pretty worthy in my book. But no, Gogoball will not drop the gold. She will not turn into a credit card, and she will remain as a Queen of Pain, as a hero in Dota 2. Okay, well, she is, however, only level 4, only has 3 CS to the 18 of the Viper. 18! He's level 5. What level is she? Level 4. Okay, no, not the biggest of gaps, but in terms of gold, starting to rack up. As, oh, what's this? Oh, alright. It's, yeah, the Batrider giving Inferno to the Spectre once more. Well, that's a great performance. I thought that he would have been much pressured, but with the Pudge rotating about, left and right. That's not happening! That's not happening at all. As no, okay, Yang Yan, no, okay, watches Nyan Yon, but will walk himself out. He will be wiser. As now, he's out of here. Alright, that's a good laning phase for the Diet. They were dropping a few heroes, but now, well, they managed to recover quite gracefully, both in farm and in terms of, yeah, in terms of kills. Now it's 5-3, which is, well, a good score. It's probably dead even. Dead even? No, they're actually getting ahead. They are actually getting ahead. The Diet are farming better. Probably because of the death of that Spectre. That PA. No, it's not a PA. Even though there's theories to state that the PA is actually Spectre from the past, there's also a theory in which the Batrider dies. It had absolutely nothing to do with what I just said, but I just wanted to point out that the Batrider is now dead. Okay, alright. Now the Spectre, or the future PA, if you want to call her that, has managed to die. And oh wow, okay. Alright, what happened here? The police came onto the scene of the crime way too late, and by police I mean me. All they will find is a little puddle of blood and the body of the Viper and the Queen of Pain that are both dead. Now, top lane. I was focusing on this a little bit. Probably shouldn't. Probably should have focused on mid where the real action was. But I do think that, yeah, the Weaver, he's also, well, he's not finding the farm at all. He is finding a few levels, but for the Weaver, that's pretty disastrous. That is pretty disastrous, but also means that Drow Ranger will be getting ahead. She will continue her ascension. And by ascension, I mean missing CS, because even though the Spectre, V, died, stupid Doctor isn't exactly winning. And oh god, okay, alright, now I want to see what happened. I'm going to do what I usually do when I fuck up hardcore. It's V that is, alright, dropping. Okay, again, 6 stacks of sticky napalm. How does this keep on happening? The Spectre's taking way too many risks in this early game. I mean, it's not as punitive as it used to be, but that's giving a lot of level to the Batrider. He is now level 6. I frankly believe that's not the best way to go about things. Well, regardless of the impact of those skills, regardless of that, I do note that, oh, Goo Dolls, okay. We're going to maybe try to fight solo, and that's a Sonic Wave if I've ever seen one. Blows up that poor Willow, and there's nothing she could have done. That TP was just desperation. No, Goo Dolls wants more. Okay, she's gonna get maledicted. But really, it's stupid Doctor that's in trouble. No point in Gust. So now she's just gonna have to do a desperate attempt, trying to remove those bugs on her. But unfortunately, her body will melt to the sun. I mean, to the moon, because it's nighttime at the moment. And to the sound of pain. Meanwhile, though, Youngyan is still going on a rampage. Or carnage, because rampage is 5 kills. That's... Ah! No, okay, it's just a Pudge kill, so it's alright. But, yeah. Yang is always... Ah! Okay, alright. That's a challenge, alright. I need to be more focused on the minimap. Alright, now AA is trying to fight. Unfortunately, the Queen of Pain was still around. Now, stupid Doctor. What is he doing? Okay, he's just fighting. He is just trying to continue on putting on the pressure on stupid Doctor. Thanks to some help, he is getting a bit ahead of his opponent in his lane. Which is good for him. Which is really, really good. Now, okay, now there might be more action on the bottom lane, because there's, 8 stacks, that guy improves. Look at how fast that Spectre dies. It's unholy. Gyeonggan is again going to die, but all of those kills are worth it, and wow, now that he has some reinforcements, Nyan is dead as well. Or should I say his full name? Nyan. But action never ends. This time it's onto the mid lane. Well, alright. It's not the Queen of Pain turning into a credit card, it's the Viper that is going to make off for a nice wallet made out of snake leather. Alright, well, they do find a kill. So, I have absolutely no time to talk about why the hell this kill galore, but because it keeps on happening. Look at this, now AA is trying to go on Violet, as they also are probably going to try to fight the Spectre, put those sticky napalm charges, but it's forced to go back. This is a perfect opportunity, not quite. She's under her tower, but it could very well be in the next few seconds. There you go. 2 charges, are we gonna see more? No, she is being extremely cautious now. Well, 4 deaths, but also 4 kills, surprisingly. Okay, well, she's now going for Vanguard. Not sure if that's going to help. Ah, yes, the most of the damage is magical after all. No, okay, no, there's no more sticky napalm charges, but V is getting zoned out. That Batrider does a lot of damage. Fight erupts, and somewhere else, it's onto Nyon. Finds Solo. The hook's not going to miss by quite a large margin, as now it's the death of one. But the Hellbringer is probably going to go to hell himself if he's not careful, but there's 4 charges. Okay, however, there's a Sonic Wave. That's going to stop the lasso from doing its work, as now AA, well, he's into trouble, but here comes the call down. It goes down as well. Alright, now it wears off, and V can use his ultimate to go in and kill down that Witch Doctor. Now Solo could be potentially under trouble. There's a hook available. Is it going to be used? Is it? It is, and it actually drags him about. Okay, they do get a kill on the top lane as well, but it's Solo that we got to focus about as he dies. 4 hero rotation of the Radiant brings down 3. 4 if you count down the kill at the top by WannaCry that gets a solo kill. Beautifully executed from them. They bring it back. They do bring it back in these early hours of the game. We've hit 10 minutes. Now, CS will be irrelevant because of the amount of kills that just happens. God, how does Lucy first always get into that kind of game, I wonder? Anyway, regardless of why these games happen, more about what happens in those games. There's a tower that falls, okay, that's the price to pay when you do a lot of rotations. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Oh, wow, Rubik steals the sticky napalm. So Gyeonggan is going to get a taste of his own medicine. Actually, Gyeonggan, that sounds really Pinoyish, doesn't it? So, okay, alright, I think I've confirmed which team actually is the Pinoy team. I may be completely wrong. As now, okay, you have Solo that comes in on the back lines, but she doesn't find anything. And by anything, I mean nothing. As okay, the Weaver dies, but it's the more important aspect is here. As now the Rubik is isolated in the middle of 4. I don't think that man can leave. Well, he can leave, but not alive. He's dead. Yeah, there's nothing else to say there, apart from maybe, well, at the top, stupid Doctor shows that he's not that stupid. He does manage to get a kill on the Weaver. Maybe outsmarting him, maybe not. But looking at the net worth chart, we do see that it's a complete mess. The only man that's getting ahead is a man that's been farming both heroes and, yeah, actually everyone's been farming heroes. What the hell am I saying? The one that's been farming and getting the tower mid is a Viper. That's ahead by, what, 1,000? The rest, they're somewhat even. And of course there's a Batrider. The Batrider, those early kills just stacked up and made a nice kill. Same time though, they did manage to get a return tower on the fight the Queen of Pain. They dropped the tier 1 tower bottom, but it was not free. But now, okay, we're 11 minutes in, and now the Dire is still trying to attack the tier 2 tower. I mean, they're going for tier 2 tower. That's a new one. That's a new start. As, oh no, Spectre! Spectre probably shouldn't be there. Now she's going to try to run away, but she cannot run. I mean, she can, but not for long. She tried to run for half a second, but now she's being brought to the grave. Again, as I keep on missing those kills at top. They keep on happening. They keep on happening. And, well, okay, that's a carry for a carry. So that's not as bad as it could be for the Radiant, but they've lost the tier 2 tower. So, the time is running out, slowly but surely, as Dire now push forward. Oh, wow, what is these two doing so far out here? It's dangerous, it's night time. There are a few snakes and doctors around. I mean, doctors aren't supposed to be threatening, right? Oh, but thanks to that ward, he does manage to get a nice hook. The Viper now, well, he's in trouble. Oh, the Death Ward does a lot of damage, but she's going to die. The Weaver has to run away, but there's reinforcement. The Spectre came in. thanks to her spell, but no, well, no, it's a Rubik and the Spectre that isolated. The Drow Ranger comes in as well. The Rubik's dead. WannaCry tries to manhandle with Stupid Doctor, but he's gonna get rooted and die. Now V is the one that has the entire universe on him, and no, there's reinforcement. The Queen of Pain came about, killed down the Witch Doctor, and now she has to do the entire work. That's a lot of work, but she uses Sonic Wave. Actually, only catches Solo, as now, well, the Spectre. She knows that fate. She knows that what it feels like to die by a sea of fire. And in case she didn't know enough, that feeling, well, the Batrider's gonna make him taste that once more, as he brings him down and burns her body. So, what just happened? What just happened wait, what? Okay, I have a slight feeling that my FPS is not as great as it used to be. God, why? I don't know, it feels like it's kind of laggy. Huh, I'll have to check later. Anyway, what was I going to say again? Yes, the entire fight. Alright, it was great at first for the Radiant, but doesn't feel like, yeah, bringing a Spectre without any farm may not be the wisest of ideas. They have a Drow. They can fight with a Drow once she hits level 6, because she gets a ton of edgy. Look at those right clicks. Spectre? No, she doesn't get anything. What's this? Okay, it's a Batrider that just gets a few... Okay, just gets a few creeps. Drops low though, so he can participate in the next fight. As does appear like they know that there's some Radiant Vision over there. Okay, wonderful. That's Queen of Pain, probably unaware that they know. But the hook is successful. It's going to hook Mama 9. Yeah, that's definitely Pinoy, isn't it? That's no. The cask bounces, the lasso comes, the Death Ward is going to do the trick. The Queen of Pain will in the end be turned into a credit card for the Witch Doctor to use. That's okay. Now they also get a Rubik on the back of that, as WannaCry is also there, but there's a bigger investment to be had at the top lane. They want a tier 1 tower. Are they gonna get it? Yeah, of course they are! Of course they are! These men know what they're doing. Space created, says Violet. Yes! It was created! Unfortunately, you're not the one using that space. You created space for the enemy. Kind of. But that is looking completely dead, even 20-19. There's a lot of fighting to be had here. Yeah, the goal speaks for themselves. It's not going either way, as another hook's gonna come in. That vision does a lot for the Radiant, and it brought them another little meat to the fridge. Yep, another little piece of meat to the fridge of the Pudge that manages to get a kill. Now he finally spots the the vision for the Dire, and now they're going to the ward. Wonderful. So they do get a lot from that. Now they reduce some of the vision of the enemy vision, and they also die. Actually, no, they get the Viper as well, so that's completely dead even. Oh god, that's why you shouldn't cast when tired. I keep on saying this and I never do it. As now, okay, more action. Action is coming, and in fact it already came. As now WannaCry is maybe going to try to go on the Witch Doctor, but no mana. He does have some wand charges to use, but I think he wants to use it defensively. He wants to farm. In fact, I think he's been farming a bit better than the Spectre. Okay, let me check. Yep, in fact he has more CS than the Spectre. Spectre that's going for something unusual. She's not going for the Radiance at all, as she shouldn't, but now she's farming. Now she is going to farm as well. Some people are gonna have to pay the price for this. It's going to be the Pudge that is going to meet the very, very action-hungry heroes from the Dire, and he's dead. WannaCry, however, still wants to try to get LL. Will maybe get him. No, there's going to be a Terrorize, but the Rubik will do the trick. However, that Terrorize is going to bring a kill as the Spectre, the fighting Spectre, not something you see every day, is going to bring down the other aggressor, Solo. Wasn't Solo, but he died alone, isolated without friends. Gian now maybe also under trouble. Okay, he's going to join up the Solo, the Dark Willow, so Solo's not going to be alone at all, as no. Okay, Mai came, but he came after the party. Oh, never mind, he's starting a party of his own. He's trying to bring down the Spectre, dropping incredibly low, but the Viper Strike will not manage to do the trick. But now he is starting the wrong party. This is a murder party. And yeah, the Radiant held that party for them as, oh no, Stupid Doctor, he has an Invis-Rune, but he doesn't want to be there. Now he's going to be hooked as well, right back under that sentry board, and he's going to die. LL came all as well, but that's the divine strategy of dying one by one from the Dire. These fights were going so well for the Dire, until the last one. Because that's what? That's how many kills? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kills. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, right there you have 3 kills. You could make some barbecue out of the bodies of these people. They're all dead. They just died. They have just died like this, one by one, just to make sure that the appetite of the Radiant was satisfied. Unfortunately, that strategy doesn't work too well, usually. Okay, enough about food, because I am hungry after all. More about towers. You can't eat towers, right? Well, okay, it seems like the Radiant have other ideas, but the Dire want to prove my point and want to make sure that, yeah, you can't eat towers. You do not want to eat towers, but you can eat heroes. Cannibalism for the win. As okay, now okay, the Willow will not attempt to do something too risky, because that would have been way too much for them to handle. Well, for the Willow alone to handle. But however, oh my 9, what are they doing? Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this is a 5 against 5, a full 5 against 5, so it is very structured. Very structured is also that assault on the Queen of Pain, but they forgot about the blink. They could not bring in the heroes too early, as no, okay, the Rubik with the Force Staff is going to walk himself out after getting attacked by the Drow Ranger, and oh, the action's back on, but this time it hits on the Viper. Viper on the left, everyone else right. Here comes the Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave, I mean, is it called a Sonic Wave? It is. Sonic Wave is not going to come, as well as the Death Scat. Death Scat doing a lot of damage, forcing everyone back. Actually, it's the fear. It is the fear. It is a terrorized side forcing everyone back, because they want to fight. The Radiant want to fight. They are going in. They're going in strong. They killed on 1. They killed on 2. And they lose 1 in return. Actually, they lost the push as well. It's a 3-4-2. Can they take this to a 4 against 2? It seems like they can't. They're going to take Yan, sorry. God, those names are hard to pronounce. And now they are going to try to make an assault. That's a 4-4-2. Well. Those teams do like to clash together. But it seems like the Radiant's getting the upper hand more and more. And this time, it wasn't because they managed, they got kills one after the other. It is because of those Force Staffs, because of those items that they managed to pick up. Surprising, I know. But yeah, the spell, also the Stolen Flame Break did a lot. But the Queen of Pain, the fact that they didn't actually manage to take down the Queen of Pain, as demonstrated by their inability to take her down now, it's not a replay, it's another fight, but they still can't get that Queen of Pain. They tried to put the lasso on her, and once they didn't have that, once they used all of their bullets, all of their ammo, they had nothing left to fight. Nothing. Well, I mean, that's my analysis. You are free to disagree. Now, seems like they finally understood the importance of farming. No, they understood the importance of grouping around even though you're losing. Alright, well, okay. So that's probably the best time to talk about items. Okay, so Viper, well, he went for Dragonlance first. If he had, I think, a Force Staff, he could have maybe tried to chase that Rubik. But that's his choice. Okay, never mind. They can't find heroes, so they'll go on the static target that still gives you something. Roshan. They do try to take down Roshan. It does not appear like the Radiant are aware of this. Even though they did have a ward over there, they saw them grouped up and heading in that general direction. So they probably are aware of this, but they're not going to do anything to Roshan. They're not going to contest. Now, they immediately walk out of the pick and try to blink on that Queen of Pain, but nice reflexes. Now, okay, with that Orchid, that does a lot of damage, but the Willow also jumps in forward. Solo, holding on to her name, is going to actually get a kill solo, almost. Well, here comes the Spectre, and here comes the Terrorize, does absolutely nothing, doesn't appear... Oh, no, actually, never mind. There is V and WannaCry in the background. They are doing a lot over there. Now V is going to try to walk out as WannaCry with the double damage. Going to try to do a lot. Lasso comes in onto the Spectre. Kills her down. Gian. Now, what is he going to do? What can he do? He can maybe kill, maybe die. No, he's going to Tom walk away as the Purge is not going to cancel the Death Ward. But unfortunately... never mind. There's no unfortunately. That is going to lead to the death of the Aegis. Also of the Witch Doctor as now, well, it's round 2. Nyan is going to try to kill WannaCry, but he's going to get lifted. WannaCry now is stunned. There's a buyback on Witch Doctor, finds WannaCry. Can he get him? No, WannaCry has to run himself out. There's a time-lapse, not available, and without any tools of escape, he's going to feel the earth. A bit too close. Close encounter with the grave for that Weaver. After he's done, well, he's done a lot in that fight. I think that, yeah, if not for him, they probably wouldn't have gotten any kill. If not for them, well, that's... Actually, yeah, they all died. And the 4 for... whoa. Okay, that's probably taking into account the fight previously. But there's apparently 5 dead, 2 buybacks. That's a complete success. And oh, what's this? Okay, the Pudge being completely on point with these hooks today. They are going to try to take down the Viper. The Viper comes in, apply that Nether Toxin, and well, okay, that Viper Striker well, but he's gonna immediately get a taste of his own medicine again, thanks to the Rubik. That steals the right spell at the right time. Okay, well, that's a sudden kill. Freebie. A freebie, I dare say. A completely free kill, and but even going to get regeneration. Okay, so where do they go from there? They're fighting, they keep on fighting, they keep on winning the fights. Once they fight, they don't actually get the fights in some others, the Radiant, but they're slowly pushing ahead. Never mind, they're stabilizing a very small lead. They are hanging on a thin thread. So where do they go from there? Do they just try to outfarm their opponents? Apart from the Spectre, there's not a lot of heroes that like that in their team. I mean, the Queen of Pain, you want to do a lot of action with her, don't you? You want to make sure to be able to kill. She does like items, but not as much as the other guy. Well, the Pudge, okay, he does love the action because of those flesh heap stacks. There's the Rubik, okay, that does like items as well. He could potentially want that, but it's a support, so it doesn't matter. And Weaver, that just likes to use his timings whenever he gets a Desolator, and maybe, just maybe a Linken's as well. Okay, no, I'm talking about not the right heroes here, because there's a Drow Ranger that dies, gets dismembered, and okay, that's probably the next part of the plan. Make sure that you get ahead and their carries doesn't. But oh, okay, that move may be very costly as now. Okay, Viper's going to go on the offensive, and yeah, no, it is the Rubik that's isolated, but no, he finds a few friends as now the Pudge is going to die on the back side, but the Radiant want more. They want Gyan, but no, Gugu Dolph better get the hell out of here as no, well, okay, she gets lassoed this time. She should die. She is dead. Now for the resurrection, stolen by Nyan Yon. But Nyan Yon has to run himself out. He does, but oh no, he falls stuff into the wrong neighborhood because the cask bounces on some creeps and takes him down. Oh no, poor Rubik, poor Rubik. I empathize with him, and that was really lucky for the Dire, and not even going to try to take a tier 2. However, WannaCry is pushing and trying to get a tier 2 of his own. Okay, what's gonna happen here? And that's going to be a tower trying to be taken down, but stupid Doctor's not trying to fight against a Weaver, but she has a Shadow Blade. Weaver, no detection, means that's going to be the end of that, for now. So, that is going to be a tier 2 tower for the Dire against nothing. Never mind, against the life of the Batrider that is tanking a tier 3. Probably no way out. Indeed, there is none. He just dies. Violet. Well, she turns the body into violets, alright? Because they'll be looking at daisies for the remainder of their life. As no WannaCry hasn't given up on stupid Doctor, but the wand charges do a lot. And now LL or AA is going to, yeah, make the escape impossible. There is no cancel. I don't wonder if Gust actually stops TPs. I don't think that she could have done anything in there. Anyway, so we're still fighting galore. We have 70 kills in 25 minutes. It is completely insane, and I have absolutely no clue how this game can develop. Okay, maybe they can get the decisive fights that they need if they manage to get that Radiance. Maybe, the Radiant. I don't know at all. The Weaver, he's going for a diffusal. They want more damage. It does appear like this is going to be clash until one of the teams cannot stand anymore. It seems like it's going to be the name of the game. Split push, forget about this. Outmaneuvering your opponents, forget about this. We're just going to run in. Look at stupid Doctor. He just tried to run down that Queen of Pain as if he didn't give two damns about his own life. This is a Spartan mentality. This is a mentality of a warrior, and I love it. Okay, now talking about the mentality of a warrior, WannaCry is going to show his prowess, his skill. He's going to try to go on LR, however, he's going to be fear terrified, but Goo Dolls goes in, goes ham, and goes into a murderous spree, a murderous rage, and takes down one. But no, it's V that also wants to show his murderous intent. Actually, no, he wants to show his danger intent, because he's fearing for his life. As okay, the Pudge now trying to stun down the Batrider, but this time the Gush will do something. V still around, but on no HP almost, but it was a bait. They wanted to get the Queen of Pain to be close enough, as no WannaCry is maybe going to do cleanup operation on Stupid Doctor. Stupid Doctor that is going to reveal himself and probably going to die. Maybe, yes, Goo Goals will in fact come back again for revenge. Actually, not even for revenge, because no one died. Now the Viper is going to be isolated in the middle of some Nether Toxin, and the Weaver will just run the guy over. Choo-choo! Don't stand in the middle of the rails or you'll get run over by the train of the Radiant. That only lost the Pudge, and that managed to kite the entirety of the Dire beautifully. Well, well. Now to take down a tier 2 as a reward, and maybe more. Can they look to take a tier 3? I wonder. No, they can't. They cannot. They're just gonna, you know, get out. Keep farming. Continue putting on the pressure because, yeah, it doesn't seem like much, but the extra 14 kills that they got, yeah, led them to a lot of map control, kind of. Although it isn't exactly represented by vision, these kills have been stacking up, and that is represented in the net worth. You see that in the top 3 net worth are green, not red. Well, yeah, Dire, they do have a bit of a gap. A bit of a gap to come back and, Alright, apparently Nyanyon completely agrees with what I say and thinks that, gap, wonderful idea, let us increase it. They decide, yeah, there you go, excellent idea, I know, right? Well, they decide to smoke up and they'll probably find the Batrider if he's not careful. They probably don't expect it. They know that there is a ward here, but their smoke attempt was not spotted. There is no more tier 2, so they can just go in whenever they feel like it. Gyeongyeon is spotted, but there's a few others. There's the Mayam, and oh, everyone's grouped up now. Okay, Google Girls is going to come in, but oh, Witch Doctor is going to be spotted. And yeah, 2 does come in, and that's the death of the Doctor. Doctor's dead. Same time, WannaCry and V, the deadly combination, are going to take down another. It is the Batrider. Now it's going to be a 3 against 5, and in fact now it's going to be a 2 against 5. Is it going to be a 1 against 5? As now, well, Mamanyam isn't a lot of problem, but he's taking down the Queen of Pain easy peasy. Alright, he does manage to get him, so yep, that's it. That's a kill by Mamanyam, and now he's trying to get more, but the hook will end his life before he can do so. He still gets it though. He still managed to get V that got way too ambitious. Going to dive tier 3 as looks like there's a snake on your plane. Or however, there's people that are well aware on how to dispose of a snake. Well, actually, never mind. The snake likes to eat the bug, but the butcher is going to turn that snake into sausages. As the Viper dies back. So now it's looking scary for the Dire. They don't have a lot of things to defend the base, but it does appear like the few heroes that they have will be enough as everyone's low. Yeah, and the Pudge does not recognize this, so now he's gonna take a Maledict to the face, and yeah, he probably needs to get out. He probably wants to get out. He has, after all, a dog, if I read his lore correctly. As, well, okay, maybe he doesn't care too much about his dog, because he's dead! Dead people don't care about dogs, or life, or being alive. Or, you know, pets, or, yeah, anything that living people would care about because they're dead. Nyanyon may experience the exact same feeling, but no. He is going to care about his dog and family for just a little while more, because he's still alive. Wonderful. Wonderful. And not too great for the die. Not too great. I'm focusing way too much on the Radiant. No, because there's the Dire that do have to defend. They have accumulated a bit of a gap. They have accumulated a deficit in gold. They have to bring down the tables back to an even point. They have to turn the tables and be the one that, yeah, be the one to take control of this game. They need to take hold of the game. How can they do this? Well, maybe by getting a few items. Unfortunately, the few items that they're getting are utility. You have the drums, you have the hood of endurance. It's mostly defensive, right? You have, okay, the urn, but that's a given. A glimmer cape, but that's a given. And yeah, the Drow Ranger, the big carry. She's not finding too big of items. He has Mask of Madness, Shadow Blade, sure, good items, but not the best. Good initiation tools if you're the one on the offensive. Is it the case? Not really. Not really. In fact, not at all. They're the ones that are getting aggressive. Now, the Viper, he's the one that's been doing most of the work, I feel. Well, most. I mean, he represents 13 deaths, but 10 kills, and 9 assists. Well, so he represents about, well, he participated in 66% of his team's kills. God! Why did I forget a water bottle? Water bottles are essential for casters, and I forgot it. Okay, Tatero Blade may not be as useless as I previously said, because that's just saved the life of that Ranger. Because, yeah, the Queen of Pain now is going for a Lincoln's. Oh, already has the ultimate orb, so that's great for. They are getting big items that are way bigger than the Red Dire, it feels like. Because you look at the Viper, yeah, he went for a Blade Mail and a Vanguard, as well as Dragonlance. Now, well, okay, he completed Crimson Guard. Those are the most defensive items I could think of. Okay, alright. The Kaya on the Dank Willow are just is just the exception. But yeah, she also has a Ghost Scepter. The Blink and the Kaya may be the only aggressive items that I see that really matter. Well, I don't want to say that it's on the shoulders of the Dark Willow to put on the pressure, but it is. It is. It's a Dark Willow that needs to fight her way through. Unfortunately, I feel like she's going way too deep. Look at this. This move isolates the Willow. If she gets caught here, the reinforcements will have taken ages to come. And that's one way of playing Dota. You have one guy that branches off, scouts out the enemy, tries to get any enemy out of position. The problem is, they should probably recognize that compared to them, the Radiant are playing much more closer together. They are basically, yeah, they're always grouped up at the same spot, almost. You see that there's two heroes. No, well, okay, they're all playing in that little circle. They are, yeah. That little circle, actually no, a bigger circle. There you go. There you go. That little circle is, yeah, is where all of the heroes are located. And look at this. Now they're smoking together. Have I seen her smoke from the Dire? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Now, okay, you see that now they're grouped up, but there's still one hero that is branching off. It's a Viper. Now there's going to be a 4 against 5 if this happens. Now they try to go in. Of course, one of the big tools is the Batrider. But look at this. The Batrider, he cannot bring down anyone because everyone's just too much separated. The Batrider branched off from everyone and dies. He is dead. Now, okay, LL is going to maybe die. Yes, that's great. That Sonic Wave will do the trick. As now, okay, no one died from the Radiant. The Die have to step their game up. WannaCry is even saying easy for good measure. Easy for good measure. As alright, what's next up in the cards for them? Goo Dolls maybe going to try and fight. Alright, Mama9 has to do the trick. If he gets jumped forward, that's probably where he wants to be. He pops the Blade Mail. Unfortunately, there's too much. That's too much. What? What the hell? What? Where's the Death Ward? It just disappeared. LL appears to be extremely okay, alright. I could not focus on my attention on this because... What just happened? Okay, alright, alright. I want to know what happened. So, okay, he just maledicts, then he uses it, and then it disappears! Okay, alright. I want to... Okay, alright, this is normal. He doesn't get cancelled or anything. No, oh, it's a Crimson God. Okay, I see. That's a bug. That's a big bug. Okay, so let me explain to you what happened. As soon as the Crimson God got popped, it affected the Death Ward, that is a separate unit, and then it disappeared because it's not supposed to have a Crimson God on it. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, back into the fight. Okay, so what happened now is that the Death Ward disappears, which means that the Spectre does not die. Mama9 tries to kill down the Spectre, manages to get it actually, as now the Willow also dies in the background. As well, okay, more people die. The Willow does die right now. They did manage to get a few return kills, the Dire. Mama9 is still doing what he can. They have defended the racks, but not the tier 3 tower. And that, I would blame single-handedly on the Death Ward disappearing. Volvo, fix your goddamn game! But the fight is not over. So yeah, maybe they're going to get Volvoed even more. As WannaCry, okay, he's time lapses away. But that was kind of close, wasn't it? Okay. Alright. Now that it's quieted down a little and that I finally calmed down from that horrible bug that was probably game costing for the Dire, I can focus on the rest. Because the rest is probably the best opportunity that the Dire have gotten so far. With the Spectre down, with no buyback and the Rubik, they can take a bit more of the map because they were getting compressed. Now, they can finally breathe some air, some fresh air. And by breathing some fresh air, I mean using the shrine, sorry, which they won't get many more chances to do now that it's exposed. The shrine is going to die. The shrine is going to die. There is a Roshan available, by the way. Why did I say this? Because it's going to be the next big objective, I feel, for either of those teams. This is the ticket for the Dire to get back into this game. But it is also the ticket for the Radiant to end this game pronto. To make sure that this game doesn't last forever and that they can just, yeah, take the game easy peasy without breaking a sweat. That's what I feel is, yeah, this plan for the Radiant. And in fact, they're going to take him now. The Dire, they don't actually recognize that this is their chance. The huge fresh meat said by the fresh meat said by the Pudge is not going to even, yeah, alert them. Well, even if they are alerted, no, it's not going to matter. No. Oh, there's one guy that knows, however. It's the Dark Willow, but she came in way too late. As no, everyone walks out of the Roche pit with an Aegis and cheese. And with this, they are probably going to try to fight their way through. They are probably going to fight their way through. Okay. Dark Willow and the rest of the Dire squad are now grouped up. They are grouped up. However, so is the Radiant. I think that we're hitting a point where you cannot have, well, 70 kills in 20 minutes. You cannot have such a high tempo for your kills anymore. Because the levels 20s are getting a shave. And that means that there's, yeah, a huge death timer on the horizon for whoever dies. You don't want that, do you? You don't want to be roasted for, well, you don't want to be roasted a period, because, yeah, getting roasted is never good for your morale, but you also don't want to die, because dying is bad for you, for your health. As the Weaver will make the experience of. He will die dead for 100 seconds, perfectly illustrates my point. If you die, you are dead for so long that people will forget about you when you respawn. Which is both good and bad, I guess. Actually, no. No. If your team loves you, you will get a grave, you get a nice burial. If they recover your body, which will be destroyed once you come back, I guess. That's something that Volvo could add to the game, right? Graves. Graves for when you die to humiliate you further. And the heroes could cry to your grave. Oh god, I should work at Volvo. I should also work at the killing committee, because that's exactly where this Radiant team is going right now, because they try to go on My 9, that is no longer isolated. Terrorize is going to come terrorize everyone and saves the day. Now the Death Ward is not going to be removed from the universe, but it's not going to do anything neither as now. Well, the Sonic Wave will do a lot of things. Nice hook, going to grab Nyan Yan, kill him. Stupid Doctor was dropping low, but it's still alive. The Spectre also rather low, as oh, here comes the Dark Willow. Takes down the Spectre, but she had an Aegis. As no, alright, that's an E-Blade completed. Takes down absolutely no one, because the Queen of Pain has used the cheese. Now Solo has to walk out, but there's Radiance coming in. The pings are coming. They must not be too happy about Solo dying, but she has a Force Staff. Actually, it's a support from the Witch Doctor that is going to save the day, but not the day of Stupid Doctor that dies, immediately buys back. They have to buy back. After all, the two corners plus the Pudge are around. V, okay, now she's getting a vessel to the face. Probably walks out, but AA is also coming in. I mean, coming in forcefully against his will. Because, yeah, he's almost dead, but oh, more earned charges onto the Spectre. Now comes the E-Blade onto the Queen of Pain. And the Pudge with the Maledict on him is probably going to die. Okay, that looks scary for multiple amount of heroes, but only the Pudge will meet his final fate. As well, alright. That's the Dire that actually managed to hold. It was a costly defense, as you can clearly see from this gold change, his XP changes, but in terms of damage done, it was pretty even. It was pretty even, and they managed to not lose a tier 3, they managed to drop down the Aegis, very big, they managed to make sure that the fight lasted so long that I even forgot when it began, but they're holding on. They are holding on, and I think they're keeping a few buybacks as well. Okay, no, they don't. They're not. I thought for a second, but it was all but an illusion. They don't have buybacks. So now, alright, they're gonna need to farm those buybacks if they want to stay in. If they want to hold. Can they hold? That's a real question. That is a real question. That's... Oh! What happened? Why am I lagging so much? Why did the frame rate drop to unbelievably low level? Okay, now it's back to normal. But I believe that I have problems. Okay, now it's dropping because I am looking at something else. But what is causing this? Oh, maybe Discord. Huh. Okay. Alright. Let's go. It's, yeah, I don't know why I'm dropping frames. It's going badly. It is going incredibly badly. Regardless of how this game is going, I hope I didn't miss anything too important. Did I? Let's ask the gold chat. No, I did not. In the past 10 seconds, nothing happened. Wonderful. And, yeah, let's checking on the good team net worth, and oh my. I want to cancel what I said earlier. The Dire didn't have a problem when the gold lead was at 5,000. They have a problem now. No, because it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like you get a small cold, but you don't go and see a doctor. And suddenly the doctor tells you the next time you go to him that you have cancer. Well, that's exactly what happened with the Dire. They forgot about the gold lead and now they have cancer. Well, okay, maybe they did know about it because they kind of lost the fights, they kind of lost the towers, they kind of lost too many heroes, they kind of didn't have the map control to farm. And yeah, but now that's one thing that I cannot deny, is that they're in trouble. The Dire will have to step their game up. However, with the Dark Willow and everyone else, they do have tools to work with. In fact, I've already said this during the last fight. They can work and they can do wonders. Hold on, maybe if I stop using that assistant, maybe it's the assistant lagging. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna need to use my mouse from now on. As now, okay, Solo, no, he's going to get lifted into the loving arms of the loving arms of not anyone, because she decides to leave the grasp of the enemy. But at the same time, though, there's WannaCry that, yeah, that didn't actually forget about split pushing. He knows about it and he knows how powerful that can be. Now he takes it on, but oh, Gugu does. Well, of course, with that level 25 talent, the scream of pain now terrorizes everyone, and everyone has to run away. But this time it's out of their own will. They have to get out, because they could not take that fight. It's a 5-on-5. I think it's the last 5-on-5 that you're gonna get. Oh, Mama Nyan, okay, tries to get down the Queen of Pain and everyone else. The Queen of Pain gonna use her BKB, but she's gonna get lassoed and die. Here comes the Death Ward. Now it does a lot of damage. Now, alright, he dies because there was a Blade Mail. But now it's Vita, has to be careful. Now he dies. There's a member from the Pudge and a hook. Takes down one, takes down that girl, that Drow Ranger, as now Solo might be in trouble as well. The Valkyries will not ride today. They will not. They will die one by one. Oh, actually, they do manage to get a lot of heal. How did this happen? They do manage to get Nyan Nyon Nyon. As okay, now there's only 2 heroes remaining from the Radiants. Only 2. Alright, there's one less hero on the side of Dire now. It's even. It's a 2 against 2, and after the Pudge managed to get a kill onto the Viper and onto the Willow. Onto the Willow. Now they're going to get a rack, so at least they get something, and the buyback of the Viper is not going to lead to anything. Maybe a kill on the Pudge, but that's a tanky man. 28 Flesh Heap. Alright, but that doesn't matter if they have a lot of burst damage, as indeed they do with Nananyan. But oh, that range on the Dismember just too big, as now a simultaneous fight happens between WannaCry and the Viper and Mamanyan. Mamanyan, alright, that has to run away. He has a bug on him, he's dropping low, as alright, now alright, there's a Witch Doctor to get reeled in, but unable to secure one target out of the 2, the Pudge will die. Let me look at his death summary. Alright, he took damage over, wow, a long time. Alright, he took damage over, what, 10 seconds? 14 seconds, that's a lot. That's a lot, but that totals to, I think, a 4-4-4? 4-4-3, something like that. And again, they've managed to defend their base, kind of, because there's no more racks here, no any tower, but, well, okay, they didn't lose the game, but it's costly. Every single of these defenses is getting more and more costly for the Dire. They need to step, they are stepping up their game. What am I talking about? Now they're buying a gem, so now they're taking bigger risks. That's what I like to see. Can they actually defend, though? Can they actually take this game home? Is the real question. Whoops, sorry. That was a bit of a squeal. I'm a pig. Wink, wink.
Invisibility.
Wink, wink. Winked Witch Doctor. No, okay. That vessel does a lot of damage, though. A lot. On that Spectre, especially. Yeah, that Heart of Tarask now on the Spectre. Doesn't regen that much if there's an vessel charge on her. But it still gives her a large HP pool. And it does appear like the Dire are struggling to actually get whatever they need in those fights. They're struggling to fight the damage. And that's going to get worse and worse as time keeps on happening. Because, yeah, there's now, well, with that Heart of Tarask, I don't know when it was acquired, but there's also bigger items. There's even going to be a Heart on the Weaver. He is building that. So, yeah, now, all of these heroes are going to be hardcore to bring down. And by hardcore, I mean truly hardcore. Truly hardcore. Yeah. What was I saying again? Oh, I forgot. Let's see. So the Pudge and everyone else are walking about. What are they doing, I wonder? I don't know. They're smoked up. Now they want to go on solo. In fact, they're going to use the ultimate from the Spectre. The Haunts are going to haunt the dreams of the freshly made corpse of Solo. Because he's dead. There's no way to say it otherwise. That guy couldn't be deader. I mean, okay, there's maybe one way he could be more dead. Oh. Let me interrupt what I said. Final clash. This is it. This is the do or die for the Dire. And it's the Die, apparently, because they lost that man. They lost the Drow Ranger. Why do I forget the name of the Drow Ranger? I don't know. V now is going to take down the Rex. Is this it? Ah, never mind. The fight has barely begun, as now the Witch Doctor and everyone else are terrorized. And, oh, Mama Nyan is going to be reeled in by the Butch. That has made some spectacular hooks. And now, with the BKB used by the Queen of Pain, that is probably going to be Mama Nyan. No, he reaches the Ancient and his base in time, but the hooks are going to make sure that the Witch Doctor, who wasn't in his home, is going to taste the outside, where he probably should not have been, but now, someone is going to take the fountain. It's a Pudge. That's alright, now it's fountain diving time! V is, going to take down the inhabitants of that fountain. GG, well played, says the Pudge. Violet, that can congratulate himself. He's done good. He's done extremely well. Kugu Dolls and Nyan are probably, they're probably going to end the game now. WannaCry is going to inflate his gold per minute by taking down some buildings, but it's all but over. There is no buyback available for the Dire. None. The nearest hero that can actually do something is the, it's the Willow, but she responds in 9 seconds. 9 seconds and... V! Seriously, V? Feeling pro? No, you're the one feeling pro! What are you doing? You're tanking the tower, and now the Willow goes back to the grave as soon as she left it. Okay, the Rubik sadly is going to get punished for this, but... Man, it feels like they're on a holiday trip. They're on a vacation here. They don't even feel like they're fighting anymore, and now, okay, they won't get the last kill on that Drow Ranger, but it's over. The Radiant take this game. Was it a game, or was it a Gladiators arena? I have no idea. God... I don't know which of these person Lucifer's was, but he has a knack for getting into that kind of games. But this one was crazy, alright. This one was crazy as usual, I'd say, but there's no games that is crazy as usual. It's not usual to see that kind of game. This one was an action from start to finish. There was 114 kills in 48 minutes. That's more than 2 kills a minute, I think. Yep, it is. Insane performance from them. I mean, they had the better draft, I feel, in the later stages of the game, but I think that they managed to get the upper hand at some point, right? Yeah, over there. After the 20-minute mark, they were the one winning. And I think that one of the biggest mistakes that they made around that time, the Dire, was going in one by one in the enemy jungle. They wanted to keep on the pressure. They probably should have tried to prepare for the later game at that point. But they didn't recognize that the game wasn't going in their favor anymore. So they decided to keep fighting, and that led them to... a disadvantage that they could not come back from. You see that? Well, actually, they tried. They did try, and there you go. After a point, just starts flying. The bird takes flight and reaches the heavens. All right. Well, that was interesting. And by interesting, I mean that was excellent. Lucy first always has the best games in her pocket for me. In fact, the only games, because she's the only one. I mean, he's the only one. Lucy. Lucy is a girl's name, but that guy's a dude, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Well, he's listening to this at the moment, so... Probably he's gonna answer me somewhere, somehow, or not, I don't care. I think... No, actually, I've listened to one of his streams at some point. He's a guy. He's a guy, I think. God, this is so confusing. I have no idea what to think. But, I do know that it's so... Nope! What I wanted, that's my stream stink. No. Oh, that's not it. Yep, that is some... that is the waiting screen. There you go. That is the end of me. Of my casting career. No, not really. That is the end of this game, and I'll see you later. Although I have failed the ending as much as I have failed the beginning, this was Vantalion signing out.